Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's Spaces. We're glad you can make it. Today is September 11th, and here are some stats for today. The AUM is at 183.2 million. The Elephant MCAP is at 38.5 million. The Treasury is at 3.3 million. The Trunk MCAP is at 31.3 million. The trading volume of Elephant Money is $8,346.62, which is a 66.8% increase from a day ago. And we are staked at $15,135. Ed, how are you doing?
Can you hear me, Josie?
I can hear you.
It won't stay off of mute, so I'm gonna disconnect and come back.
Okay. We'll wait for you patiently. In the meantime, just a reminder that we always record our spaces, so if you miss it, you can catch up either by coming back here to our X page and listening, or actually, I'm not sure if we are uploading them to YouTube. But anyway, you can find our Twitter spaces if you've missed them. Ed, I'm letting you back in. Hey, Ed.
Hey, now you can hear me?
We can.
I had to hit the button really fast a bunch of times just to get it to stay on because it kept clicking back off again. So
weird.
It's always weird when I request. It takes me like 3 or 4 steps to I request, then you say you're invited to co-host, and I say okay, then it says respond, and it's always a pain in the butt.
Well, we're glad to have you.
So how you doing?
Doing pretty well.
How are things going on you in New York today?
I am in New York today, so a little somber day, but
yeah, I know a lot of stuff going on there at that time. We're pretty sure we all know about where we were in that day back in the day. So, what was I gonna say? So yeah, okay. So how's everybody doing? Like Josie said, it does get recorded. I've tried to pull. I don't know how to pull the audio from Spaces and just have like an MP3 and then just post it in Telegram. I haven't been able to find a way to do that yet. Pretty much I just have to send a link and they have to go to X to listen to it, but I haven't been able to extract the audio. I tried to Google it and I haven't been able to find a way to do it. So Native is here. That is awesome. BT is online. I seen him in Telegram like a couple minutes ago, so hopefully he's going to come in here in a few minutes and give some words, especially since after yesterday's alpha announcement of a few things that are going on, I was hoping he would come in and give a little bit of more info. If you did not listen to his speech, it went on for a couple hours actually. So I don't know if he actually posted the whole, I know he recorded it. Let me see if it's posted yet. No, I don't think he actually posted it, the recording of it yet. I got to ask him about that. So you guys can listen back, because I actually missed a little bit. He started the voice chat while I was at work, and then 5 o'clock kicked in near me and I had to get in the car and I missed a little bit. So the one part I wanted to know about, I actually missed. I know Native is on, so maybe hopefully he can confirm the info, but partnership going on with the Gnome Mining, and that's a pretty big deal. Especially, I know a lot of you don't understand the process of that. Why would we get into that? What's the deal here? The focus is Trunk and blah blah blah, and partnerships. The whole ecosystem is. If you are running a business, you have to sometimes collaborate with others, advertise in certain places, but a lot of it has to do with what's hot at the moment. What's going on? When the fire's hot, you got to hit it right away. And right now, there's so much going on with gaming and crypto that we can't pass up an opportunity to be in that area of cryptocurrency and not try to make a move on that at least a little bit, because there's so much money going in there. And as you heard of one of the guys yesterday saying, I think his wife does some gaming and she buys the little things in there for no reason, just buys it to buy it. And I know if you do any gaming, I do some gaming, but not as much as a lot of others. And you see some stuff out there, like my game has a skin you could put on your robot and they sell it. I'm like, why would I buy a skin to put on my robot just to look cool and spend $5 on it, and it doesn't even help my game. It doesn't give me any powers, doesn't make me stronger. It's just $5 for a color of my robot. And I'm like, and they're making so much money on that. And I could not believe how much money, I would say wasted money goes to things like that. It's not like it's powering you up. It's just cosmetic things that you do and you spend money on, and people want to do it. There's just millions of dollars out there at that. And anything to do with gaming, I think we should be taking part of. And the best part of it is that Bankteller knows the people over there at Gnome. It's not like he had to do some research on his own and go really check somebody out, interview them, and just check out what they're doing, what their forecast is, and what their past is. He actually knows them for a while, which is good, because we know BT is going to look into something and he's going to really take a deep dive. But when he actually knows the people doing it, that makes it even better, because now you have like two people that pretty much trust each other and known each other for a long time, and it's a better chance of being more successful than him just finding something random out there and seeing if it would be a good collaboration or something joint that we could do together. I really feel like this is going to be a really, really good thing. How it pans out, I have no clue. I guess we got to see how much eyes we get on it and see how much liquidity we can bring in, because that's the important part, getting in liquidity. Because right now you're seeing some low liquidity. We saw yesterday, though, a handful of people actually jump in during BT's voice chat. I'm pretty sure a handful of people were the ones like, oh, I want to sell my trunk and go jump on this. Not the best idea, but people did it. We already know that's going to happen. So you can't just keep telling people don't do something, because they don't care. They're going to do it anyway. So if they do, they do. If they play it right and they're able to help out the ecosystem, fine. If they're able to help out Trunk later on, fine. That's just something you deal with in crypto. People are just all about me, now. And that's how it's going to always be. And I can't tell you a percentage of people I think that are doing that in our ecosystem. I know there's maybe not a high percentage, but there's sure quite a bit of money doing it. And for me, I have sold 0 trunk to do anything this week in that. I use my fresh powder, and I bought it a few days ago before BT told you about it. We kind of knew about it, and so we got in under 1 cent, and a handful of us made a little bit of money, and that's pretty good. So I'm pretty happy about that. What I'm supposed to do with it down the road, I don't know. I got to listen to BT's advice again as far as how he wants everybody to play it for Trunk and for Gnome. But I really do think it's a good partnership. And if anybody out there does own a business, you would understand exactly why we had to let you know about this partnership. And fingers crossed, it's going to go out pretty good. What else I want to tell you guys? So if you're just still wondering what you should do, just sit back if you have to. You don't have to do something every time we do something, especially if you don't have any dry powder. Just sit back and let us do our thing and get the word out and do what we can. And look, for those of you that are getting into our partnership, we always highly suggest, listen, if you're going to join their Telegram, I hope we promote free marketing all the time, and that's making sure when you're in another Telegram group, how does anybody in that group know you're an elephant? Well, we don't want to go into other groups and just sit there and shill all day long, because that's kind of embarrassing. You're spamming a chat about our stuff is never really good. It just kind of looks immature. So there's proper ways to do it, but they know we're with them. We know they're with us. But if you're in their chat room, the best way you can get the word about elephant out, especially people that might not even, there's going to be some people in Gnome that are doing this that might be in some gaming that have no clue whatsoever about elephant money. And the best thing you could do if you're in their chat is you just have that free marketing, the elephant money in your name, the green trunk symbol in your name, maybe just the logo or the yellow one or the gold one, whichever one you want to call it, and just have it there in your name. So when they see it all the time, when you're chatting with them about Gnome, they'll know, oh, this guy is from that other chat that they have a partnership with. Let me ask him a question. or let me get some more details about their Telegram. So just the free marketing out there that you can do for us while you're bouncing around in between the two protocols is always a big help. I see people in the main chat asking about questions and this and why that. And I'm like, well, if everybody did exactly as we asked, we'd be in a different situation, but you can never do that. No business can. There's always going to be people going their own way, doing their own thing on their own time, and you have to deal with it. So we want to ask you guys to help out the best way you can, and that's all the free marketing that you can offer for us. Especially when you start up a new partnership, they want to see us, we want to see them, and you can make sure you guys are, if you're in their Telegram, making sure you guys are being mature. Don't be, spamming it. Don't be fudding it. If somebody has some questions and they're asking in that chat of an elephant, direct them this way, have them join our chat. Just do whatever it takes to help. It's almost like you're doing it each one teach one. So we just want you to be able to be the best salesman out there that you could possibly be now that we have a partnership going on. I know BT did mention an event going on in Texas, I believe. I think it's in January. If any of you are interested in joining us, let us know. BT would probably love to have some more members of the herd out there. I don't know who's going out there so far. Since it is in Texas, I don't know if Shankar is going to be around, but usually, since that's where he lives, unless he's going to be, he did say he was going to be at the Solana thing, I think, which is going to be in Singapore. And I'm not sure what he is doing, but it's going to be nice to know if he's going to be able to join BT as well. Josie, could you let Bankteller in? And, yesterday, for those of you in the U.S., we had that big lottery called the Mega Millions where somebody won $800 million, and it was in Texas. And the first thing I thought of, man, I hope Shankar won that money because I hope he brings it back to the bank. But, yeah, that was about all I was thinking about. And what else did BT mention? He did mention one other thing, but I can't remember what it was, so I'm going to skip talking about it since I can't give you all the details about it. I just remember the partnership and the event going on in January, so that's pretty cool. BT, it's up to you if you want to take over anytime.
Hey, am I coming in loud and clear?
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay, good. Yeah, I won't be all long. I have a live with Alan Thornton. He's the founder of the 40 Acre Conference, which is happening in Texas. So we'll be doing some marketing and things like that. Going to introduce myself to his following and tag some folks that hopefully we can develop some relationships with over time. We will be a lead sponsor, have workshops, all that stuff. There will be in publications by created by the conference and also by like affiliates and things like that. So we should be able to, as opposed to just being like a vendor, like every time we attend things like InvestFest and stuff, we level it up. But basically, being a sponsor is like the highest level you can get. A sponsor, have speaking engagement, all that stuff, workshops. That's pretty much the whole ball game.
What's it about, BT? What is it like InvestFest where there's a bunch of entrepreneurs in there?
It's like an InvestFest with a bunch of business owners and investors and entrepreneurs and things like that. Yep. Except it's more workshop oriented, and I think it's a lot more organized in a sense. You get a lot more value add out of it, I think. InvestFest is a little bit more laid back, but this is more practical. If that makes sense. And it's actually been longer running, so 7 years. So this will be my first time going, so we're kind of doing it big. And the focus is on a partnership. So let me just talk a little bit more about partnership. So Gnome Mining is a game, and it's a very educational game. It's sort of a very tight ecosystem. It's just a single token. It has mining mechanics. It's easy to explain kind of how Bitcoin works. You can same supply, roughly same supply as Bitcoin, things like that. Integrated to Telegram, integrated to Solana, very tight meta. I'm working with the developer. We're improving things in real time already. Fixing the tokenomics a little bit so it makes sense. But I got to make this really clear to people. Partnership doesn't mean, you got to show my stuff and I got to show your. No, that's not how it works. We are an investor in them. Period. And we own the floor. We own the token. That's why I presented the opportunity to the herd. It's one of these side chats. Someone was like, he was criticizing and saying this, yes, all that yesterday, and then he said, you know what? I shut up and I got a 5x, and I wish I had just moved when it was at 2 cents. Like, that's, he realized what he was doing. Like, the partnership is basically, from the herd's perspective, you use the tools, you invest. From the developer's perspective, whatever the partnerships may be, or whatever for the businesses and this or that, I do what I do. The short list of people on the team do what they do, and that's it. But from as the herd, your only job is to either invest or not to question every move. People who drag their feet and said, "Why are we partnering with this or that?" Like, hey, does Apple tell you exactly why, or does it broadcast to the world why it's doing this or that? It does it because it makes strategic sense, because it has strong leadership, and no one has stronger leadership than Elephant Money. Else, why are we still here? There are projects that come and go in days. We've been here for years, right? We have deep liquidity. We have a lot of locked value in our ecosystem. That value is not going anywhere. We have a working capital problem because of operational issues that we've had with the lending market. We can fix that. And not being flat-footed going into a bull market is how you can fix that. So when the charts and things like that don't look pretty, people see charts, they don't see liquidity. They don't see community, they see charts. When the charts don't look pretty, that doesn't mean your business isn't doing what it needs to do. If you look at Amazon, in its early days, in its first 10 years, it looked horrible, right? All the while, there are fundamentals in the business that were constantly changing, evolving, and growing, and with minor setbacks. And, in the case of Amazon, not necessarily operating profitably for a very long time. The most profitable division of Amazon is Amazon Web Services. Okay? It has nothing to do with your packages. Well, the infrastructure that Amazon built to deliver your packages is what they resold to the world. And that's how Amazon Web Services was born. Turns out compute and connectivity and digital is what matters for every business. So anyway, So in the case of Gnome, we need attention, we need engagement, we need virality, things that we don't have with our existing platform. This simple game rides right on the rails of Telegram, one of the most connected social network in crypto, from a practical perspective. So there's tons of opportunity for what we can do to improve the game. But the main thing we need to do is hold the floor, get in. People talking about, oh, I'm just going to get in, take my exits, get out. No, that's not what we're doing. We're getting in. You should only be getting in with capital that you can afford to just leave there. You should be able to, accumulate your tokens. I was there at the beginning of Bitcoin. If somebody told me just buy your Bitcoin and hold on to it, I wish somebody had told me that. Like, I don't know how much clearer I can get. It's 21 million supply. It's under $1, way under $1. Buy those tokens, hold on to them. Don't sell your trunk to do it. That's not the point of all this. The point of this is that it has virality, though, that it's a game, that we can have gamers using this tool, gamers making money from this tool, gamers shilling this game to other gamers, getting people involved that have very small stacks of cash involved in crypto in a very fun and engaging way, an educational way. It's all about synergy. So like I have a live at 11:45, where and I'm going to talk about Elephant Money really quick and talk about myself really quickly, but I'm going to say, hey, I'm excited about this game. I'm excited about this partnership. Okay, so well, how does this benefit Elephant Money? Well, I'll just give you the end game real quick, because I'm sick of the people who think that they can beat me at the chessboard. So we make this successful. We did more than a 10x. All-time high just in 24 hours that we participated was like, what, 26 cents, something ridiculous like that. There are reasons why it didn't stay at 26 cents, and we're working on those reasons. So that's where the BT hat is firmly on, and I'm talking to Crypto Gnome, the lead dev, and I'm saying, this is what's happening. This is the problem. This is how you fix it. And now he's fixing it. There's other things that need to be done, that can be done, right? So, but the most glaring issue is being worked on right now. So, people should see a lot more value coming out of these miners and things like that after this work is done. You should see the price. You should see the price steady climbing, and you should see the swing traders getting less opportunities. So, and you see value accumulating and liquidity growing, things like that. Those are the things that are important. Those are the things we know. Right, but we all should secure a bag, hold on to it. Same type of goal as Trunk. We're trying to get this thing to $1 billion. Get it to $1 billion as quick as possible. I have tokens. Savannah House has tokens. I didn't sell any Trunk to buy this. We had a small reserve of cash. I had small reserve of cash to use to get into different plays, to not be flat-footed. No Trunk was sold to get into this, so you shouldn't be selling Trunk either to get into something like this. Fresh capital only. But what's going to happen is, we get to a certain size, we will pull the trigger probably earlier, really pumping and doing nicely, and we're going viral. You know, I don't care about price for this. I care about virality. I care about number of miners, number of users. That's the goal, to socialize this thing. If I see people talking about price of trunk or price of gnome, I'm kicking you out the chat. We're done with that. The money's coming, right? We have the liquidity. We have the community. Money's coming. You know, like I said before, if folks had just, you know, it's your choice to get in or not. That's ultimately your decision. Do your own research. But if you just got a bag, you saw a 20x, more than a 20x. You know, this thing's gonna put Richard Hart to shame. Okay, and the strategy is to just sell a small bag OTC. You might have heard of a popular bridge called D Bridge. It's probably the best bridge in existence right now. You can sell tokens OTC with that bridge. You don't need to have relationships with people. You can put tokens up for sale OTC, and people can pay the price you're looking for without slippage and get them. So guess what? You sell a bag of tokens 5% below market price. Tokens for USDC, right? So get Gnome really big, sell off a little bit OTC so it doesn't drop the price, doesn't affect liquidity, and keep it moving. And then what would we use that money for? Are we going to dump that into trunk? Hell no. We're going to what we were going to do is take that USDC and plug the hole and save and just open our debt market back up. We pay off our debt market, and then everyone can get back to business. You know, more suppliers can come in. But it's really that simple. That's all we have to do. Does that make sense? Because I don't have a lot of time left. I think about 15 minutes left. But that's the general play. The general play is we're not flat-footed in our GameFi business. We're not going to mix messaging in our GameFi business. I don't want people over in the Gnome chat talking about trunk or telling people to come over to trunk and all that nonsense. Go over there, buy your tokens. You don't even have to participate if you don't want to in their chat and things like that. You know, we're going to be laser focused on operating that business, getting that dev plugged in, and socializing this thing, socializing this game. You know, it's a game. We can run with it. It only takes $20 to participate in this game. We're going to make sure that mining is properly running as intended. So, you know, as people add more mining power, the price should be going up. The liquidity should be growing. That's not happening now. Right now, you put in mining power, it becomes exit liquidity. We're fixing that hole. Right? So, burns, like, come on now. This is not last cycle. We know what buy and burns do. They don't work. Liquidity building works. A lot of people don't even know that. Developers don't even know that. You know, nice game, but these are basic tokenomics fundamentals. Don't understand that. Again, we are some of the best in the business. We are, and we will get our shine. You know, are we good at social media? Hell no. Are we good at getting things to go viral? Hell no. That's why I'm working with 40 Acres. That's why I'm working with, you know, a GameFi arm. so that we can get viral, so that we can go viral, so that we can get eyeballs. Right? Eyeballs come with money. So you don't try to chase down pocketbooks, you try to chase down eyeballs. Okay? And not everything is meant to go viral. Futures is not meant to go viral. People don't want that. You need better product market fit. Even though futures works, we still need better product market fit. We can always do better. And when I see better, I'm gonna be all over it. And sometimes it's better to start clean. So that's what this is about. You know? I'm not gonna build the next thing in elephant money. I'm gonna partner, and I'm gonna build other brands that are more youthful, more engaging, more fun, and get people participating. Hopefully that makes sense. Right? So, and other people can lead those brands. And I just have to be there to support them. We just have to be there to support them. Right? Let them do what they're good at. And we just support them. Right? So given what we did yesterday, and before, you know, a lot of knuckleheads, they want to listen to the call and then do something on the chart. You know, I guess I should sell some trunk. No, what? No. So we ignored. So we're gonna ignore that. That's an opportunity for everybody else. My trunk's not going any. My trunk's. I haven't sold a single trunk, like I said, and I'm growing the bag. So, but this partnership is exciting, and also the play is still the same. And you know, as far as your participation in that, you know, you can monitor that. You can accumulate your bag. You can DCA your trunk as well. Compound your futures. Everything should be easy peasy, smooth sailing into the end of the year. We have a couple events coming up, but we should be seeing like significant growth on the gaming side, and we should. You know, we'll still be working strategically to partner with people that can help us out with, you know, critical infrastructure for elephant money. I'll take like one or two questions and then I gotta go.
If anybody wants to request. Otherwise, I have a question actually for anybody who's joining us who maybe isn't as involved in elephant money yet and doesn't understand like everything that's micro. You have $1,000. What should be the perfect buy right now for somebody who's just getting into elephant money? Because we do have some new faces here.
Okay, I mean, if you're just getting into elephant money, I think getting some exposure to trunk, some exposure to Gnome is a good idea. Those two tokens. We want at the end of the day, we want people to win. We want people to be diversified, and these are really good opportunities where you're moving with the herd. You know, because you could buy Bitcoin, you could buy Ethereum, we have a little we share education as well. Our market updates on YouTube, we talk about the markets and what's going on there every day. So, but if in terms of moving with the herd, trunk is the play, and Also participating in Gnome, and it's something new and exciting, is also the play, because we're looking for growth going into this bull run. We're looking into something that is simple, easy to understand, easy for people to jump on board. And this is, and I was talking to Crypto Gnome the other, or I was talking to Crypto Slow actually, and this is a free to play game. You can participate in Gnome Mining for free. Like you could just share your referral link. Whoever uses it, they start mining. You get some rewards, and then you can start mining. You should probably start mining a little bit by yourself, because it only takes $20. Like, or it actually takes what, $13. $13 to get started. 0.1 Sol, and Solana's around $133. It takes $13 to get started, and you start earning money forever. So there's not many places in the world. There's not many places in the world where that happens. And if you're highly social, if you have a big following, people can change their lives overnight. So, yeah.
So BT, the only way somebody, because there have been some people on this spaces that aren't in Telegram, so you have to have a Telegram to do this, right?
You have to have Telegram to participate in this, which is cool. Now, that could probably change in the future. That probably will change in the future. I'm working on a very short list of things that I think that definitely need to be added to the game. One of them is just a coherent Web3 dApp. Like that would take all of a couple days. Basically, code's already written, right? So that would be a lot more. It would be, I could bang that out myself, but I'm going to refuse to. Like, I want to create opportunities for other developers. I want to assume my managerial role feels good. Getting things done at scale. I need to put that hat back on for where we are with these things. And there's other things that need to happen with Savannah House that require my attention. So can't be bogged down with development all the time. So that is one of the things that I'm going to be doing is unless I come up with a really good idea, I'm probably going to be doing a lot less development and more management and orchestration. Yeah, but to answer your question specifically, it's going to be we're probably going to need a web app for this as well. Yeah. There's something to be said though for forcing the engagement along social networks, right? So that thing works. That works out really well. One more question.
James is the only one that has his thing on speaker. So James, if you can go ahead, man.
Oh, hi BT. I was on a flight yesterday, so I missed the voice call. I just wanted to ask if it was recorded.
Yeah, it is recorded. I'm going to forward that to the main Telegram, and also it'll probably pop up on YouTube shortly after that.
That's great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. One more.
Nobody's asking to speak, so I don't think we have any more questions, as far as I know.
Okay.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop off then. You can catch the live at at 40 Acre Conference on Instagram. So we're going to jump over to there right now.
Yeah, I think we could probably end the chat a little early anyway, because it's nothing I'm going to actually offer anyone.
Ed, do you maybe want to choose the NFT winner and then encourage everybody to follow BT to the live?
Yeah, you know what? Let's give it to Paul Holmes. Paul Holmes, you're the NFT winner. Contact me and we'll get your address to send it to. So there you go. There's your winner.